Hey guys, it is a get ready with me. I'm not actually planning to go anywhere specifically today. I might go to Walmart to get some hair dye. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Always good to see you guys. Threads Nuclear War. Have you ever seen that movie? It's British. And then in America, they made their own version called The Day After. And it was like an all-star cast, like Steve Guttenberg was in it, and it was, both movies were equally traumatizing. And it made me fear nuclear war, which I think was the point of making those movies. But I also believe in predictive programming. I think that everything that's done in the media and in Hollywood is all, there's something behind it all, okay? And it kind of scares me because they're talking about nuclear war with Iran. And in Threads Nuclear War, I think the United States was on the side of Iran in that movie. But it was against the Soviet Union back in those days. I don't know, man. Crazy. Not something I want to live through. And when I saw The Day After, I had just given birth to my son, my oldest son. I was like sitting there with a newborn baby watching this freaking movie. And it was like they had to wear, there was like a nuclear winter, and everybody started, like, food becomes money and stuff like that. We don't want that. Come on, guys. Come on, you know, it's like there's these things in life, these art forms that people kind of do. There's like dancing and painting, but then there's war. War is an art. And it's one that innocent people unfortunately get caught up in. I mean, I get, like, the Revolutionary War, like fighting for your freedom. Fighting for resources like oil is kind of dumb. It's kind of freaky. So, follow the money. Okay, so I have been working, I think I talked about it yesterday in my video real quick, working on a feminist critique of the borderline personality disorder diagnosis, and I'm really excited. Radical acceptance, for example, it can teach women to accept their situations and their emotions as opposed to trying to get out of the situation. And I found that interesting because when I had that diagnosis and I was in therapy, I was in a very abusive relationship, and my therapist kind of knew it because, like, I had told her about some things that he had done, and but from their standpoint, she viewed me as one of those. So it was just kind of like checking it off the list. Oh yeah, she's in this kind of relationship. Check. There was no, well, let's figure out how to leave, or you're better than this, or there was none of that. And I don't know, it was really damaging. So when he threatened to kill me, I didn't even tell her. I kept it to myself. I didn't tell anybody. So radical acceptance is a really bad message to women who are in domestic violence situations. So I'll be getting into that. I'm really excited. I'm kind of excited to get back into my little, like, feminism bubble because back in school I got, like, super radicalized. Like, me and my husband were talking about it, but I've kind of come to realize over the years that mainstream feminism serves the patriarchy. They tell us that our bodies are burdens. We're burdens to society, and there's racial stuff involved. It's eugenics. Femophobia is very prevalent in feminism, you know, like downplaying or devaluing the homemaker, for example. I'm kind of like, I got kind of forced into the homemaking role. I've always worked, but with all of my psychotic breaks, like my psychiatrist, my husband, and pretty much everybody thought it was best for me to not work. And so I am naturally taking on a homemaker role where I do make dinner every night, and unless we grill, then my husband does it. Which is funny because that's praised when men grill, but when women cook, it's oppressive. I don't know. I'm sort of like, I've been taking care of the house, spending a hell of a lot more time with the kids. And everything's cleaner, everybody's happier, everything's better. So what's wrong with that? Why is that not aiming high enough when it's all I've ever really wanted to do, to be honest? I never really wanted a career. And with that borderline personality disorder diagnosis, they'll attribute that lack of career drive to you not knowing your identity. Because, I mean, a job is a place to go make money. I don't really think it's cool if you find something that you really love to do. I've never really had that luxury. I've always worked like low paying, like shitty jobs. And that is something I'm going to teach my daughter. Like, you don't want to get, because she asked me why I didn't finish college yesterday. And I was just like, honestly, it's too hard to explain. It's because by the time I get to the end of the semester, I think I was having psychotic breaks. Like, looking back on it, I go crazy. Every semester, every single semester, historically, I have gone crazy. And I think everybody kind of does when you're studying and you're under a lot of stress. But I don't know, man. It always results in a psychotic break for me. So, I'm not going to go to school right now. Maybe next year, I could go back to taking some English classes. I wouldn't mind doing that. Change my major to English, because I like literary criticism and stuff like that. It's really fun. So that's where I learned about feminism, and I just think that feminism today, it's funded by men, and I don't know. It serves the patriarchy. It's not for women. It's very anti-woman. And women don't get it. Yeah, I understand that you're fighting for a choice, but they've twisted it. So I think this might be like the 5th time I've hit pan on this particular product on this channel. In the past 6 months. I love this. It's called Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. I love Wet n Wild. I think they're a good product. It's affordable. Oh, I want to talk about the No Kings thing. It's kind of dumb because Kamala Harris, they're all Kamala Harris supporters, and she did not have a primary. She was like gifted this position for her to run for president. So that's kind of like a king. I think I talked about that already. I almost said queen, but she reminds me more of a king. That might be sexist. You think of a king, man powerful, woman weak. No, they can be equally, kings and queens can be equally as brutal if you look at history. Seems like the women are the biggest psychos. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. And, I guess I'll see you around. Okay? Bye.